Alrighty, good morning everyone. How's everyone doing? Doing good? Alright, just on the agenda for today, do have apologies for the late live stream. We were just figuring a couple things out and did come in a little bit later, so we were just getting the whole cameras and everything sorted out, so do apologize for the late live stream, but without further ado, we're going to get right into it. For the agenda, we're going to be talking about the VL35, the cool Halloween sales we got going on for that thing, and we're going to talk about the APL55 as well as the sales on for that fridge, and then we're going to go into the PB250 and the cool sales we got going on for this thing over here too. And then we're just going to do a quick intro, and then at the end of it, we're just going to do a quick closer, and then we'll be over with the live stream. So without further ado, we are going to get started on the introduction. And yeah, so first things first is what's ICECO, who we are as a brand, what do we strive to do, and how can we benefit you as a company that offer a bunch of products, a wide variety of products for you guys. And so ICECO, actually let me start off with a quick intro of myself. My name's Hayden. I do live streams on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I do Tuesdays and Thursdays on Amazon Livestream, and I do Wednesdays on YouTube Live. And basically, you're going to be seeing me here up here talking about different sales, certain benefits and characteristics of different fridges, a variety that we have to offer, as well as the just the cool sales and stuff. We'll do a bunch of activities, going back and forth with do cool little demos and kind of preview cool characteristics of each individual fridge, and we'll talk about a bunch of features and things that we have to offer on it. So my name's Hayden. I work in the IT and tech department. I basically just handle a lot of customer service and support. So some of you guys may know me from the Facebook group, the APL35, as well as the general Facebook group. You'll see me there every now and then. If someone's got some sort of complaint or talking about a fridge they're having issues with and they need help troubleshooting, you'll see me responding on there. Or some of you guys may know me from picking up the phone and talking to you as a customer service support member, and troubleshooting your fridge or trying to figure out what exactly is wrong with it. So so that's basically what I do. Sometimes you'll see me over at the events as well. We do a lot of offline events over on the West Coast, sometimes the East Coast. We do have an office based on the West Coast of California. We're located in the city of Brea, next to the OC and LA County area. And we just got a physical office here with a ton of fridges. We got a whole display you guys can preview, look at, and kind of decide for yourself which exact fridge you guys want to go with. And that's pretty much a quick intro of myself. I just mostly work in the customer support and helping you guys out. And then ICECO. What is ICECO as a brand, and what do we have to offer? So ICECO, we are a company that produce fridges, and not just any fridge. We make a fridge that kind of strives for a very premium standard, and we build fridges out of metal, alloys, aluminum, and high quality plastic products, and we basically push those forward as an alternative to the coolers that use conventional ice to keep your produce, fruit, food, or drinks cool. And we basically offer just a more tech savvy, a more convenient way of keeping all of your items cool. If you're camping, going off grid, or if you're overlanding, any sorts of off-road overland activities, that is our specialty. That's the kind of niche market we are participating in. We really like to provide a solution to all the off-roaders and overlanders that tend to be away from home for more than just a couple days. If you're out off the grid for maybe a week, then maybe having a electronic plug-in source for the fridge will offer a greater benefit than resulting, going to using conventional ice cubes, because they'll obviously melt within the first day. So having the fridge will most certainly provide the benefit of the doubt that you'll have cool drinks and food for an extended period of time. So we basically just make these fridges for boats, cars, trucks. The trucks can range from just a traditional pickup all the way to maybe 18-wheelers. We make very large fridges and drawer fridges for those for large trucks as well. And then for any car, whether if it's like an off-road rig or you've got just a traditional minivan and you want something in the center just to keep drinks cool, for kids soccer practice or anything of that sort, we really offer a fridge that can be applied in many different ways. And so that's what we have to offer. Tons of different fridges, huge, wide variety of sizes as well, to suit your needs and kind of match what kind of application you're looking for these fridges. And that's pretty much what we have to talk about as a brand. And then we're gonna move on to discussing the new sales we got going on for the 2 fridges, as well as the battery pack that we've got right in front of you right here. The first fridge I'm actually gonna be talking about is not gonna be this guy. It's gonna be the VL35 Pro. I'm gonna go ahead and bring that guy out real quick. Just give me 1 second. Alrighty, so we've got the VL35 right here. This guy is going to be, hence in the name, it's a 35 liter. It's going to be a little bit on the smaller side of the fridges that we have to offer. And there's going to be it's a single zone, so it's not going to be a dual zone. It offers fridge and freezer as well, so you could do refrigeration for drinks, any other items, and then you can also do freezing as well for produce, ice cream, anything of that sort that kind of demands a very low temperature. And the speaking of temperature, the temperature range on this guy is going to be from 68 degrees Fahrenheit all the way down to 0. So you can set that guy right down to 0 and pretty much freeze any items you like. And then moving on to functions of the fridge. It is a dual side opening of the fridge door, so you can open it from one side, close it, open it from the other side, or if you really feel like it, you can pull off the entire thing and have very easy access to your fridge compartment you got over here. And so the lid itself actually does have a built-in child lock safety feature. So in order to open the fridge, you actually have to push in first and then lift up to have access to the fridge, instead of just conventionally pulling up at the top. So you can't open the thing unless you push in from the bottom and lift the lid up entirely. So it does have that built-in child lock safety feature, just to prevent your kids from being snoopy and a little curious and wanting to see what's inside. And if you happen to have any alcohol, glass, or potentially dangerous objects inside, then at least you can kind of keep it away from their hands. So, and then moving on to the display, we've got a very conventional display right here with the built-in feature of setting your battery protection mode. So you can either do battery protection low, medium, or high. And then low would be for plugging it into an external battery or to your car battery. If you have the 12 volt, which is a cigarette lighter, you would plug it in there. You would set the battery protection mode to low because you want to be able to draw the max amount of power that you possibly can out of that battery, and also not put any strain on the current or flow of the battery itself. And then you've got the high for your 110 volt outlet at the like any conventional outlet you have in your house, or if it's onto a just a high amount of current flowing into a specific outlet, usually we would recommend using the high battery protection mode. And then you got your very conventional analog buttons for adjusting the temperature on the inside of the fridge. It's gonna be right here. And then you've got your max or eco mode. You got the eco mode for the savings, energy savings. So if you're off the grid and you're very short on power, and you didn't want to risk depleting or potentially causing your food, drinks, or items going bad because you're short on power, typically you would want to set it in eco mode to conserve as much power as you can. And yeah, so that's what would be eco mode for. As far as the function, it'll be where the compressor will turn on, it would reach that desired temperature, and then it will shut off for 30 minutes and then repeat the interval of turning on the compressor and reaching that desired temperature again. So you're gonna notice that for the fridge, if you have any of the fridges and you set it in eco mode and you notice that there is a few degrees drop in temperature, keep in mind that's perfectly normal. That's just a built-in function of the eco mode of the refrigerator. It's just it will reach that temperature, let it rest for until it gets below a certain range, and then it'll kick on the compressor again. Typically you might see it operate in 30-minute intervals. That's kind of what the cycle is for the eco function. And then for the max mode, we've got basically where you have a desired temperature and it will constantly maintain that temperature no matter what, basically at the expense of as much energy it can possibly draw to reach that temperature. So max is more if you have a very good lucrative amount of power and you're freezing items or you want to keep items frozen, then max is most certainly would be the recommendation for reaching that temperature. So but yeah, and then as far as the construct of the fridge, it's got the plastic lid and then a few trim pieces on the outside to kind of help with any like bumping into items, scratching, and hitting in the corners of like either the inside of the car or just any obstacles in general. And then you've got the metal external of the fridge. The benefit of that is that if you have any magnetic items, you can go ahead and stick this guy right over here, the PV250, and kind of plug it into the fridge, and you could let that sit just as its own entity, whether if you're camping or if you can leave it in the car. If you turn off your car, you can plug it into this guy, let it run independently on that until you happen to start your car again. So that's the benefit of having an external battery pack with you as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the VL35. You've got a AC cable on one side, and then you've got USB as well. So if you have your phone and you will plug in the USB function, you can go ahead and do that directly to your fridge. So it does have the convenience of you using this guy as a command center for charging any USB items that you have. And then you've got the DC port on the front side and a DC port on the back side as well. So you've got a whole lot of outlets you can work with. This guy works both 110 and 12 volt, so you can do AC and DC, and the fridge will work totally fine. So very good fridge, highly recommend you guys check it out. I think as for the pricing for the fridge, we've got this guy 20% off MSRP on our website if you guys want to check it out, and the discounted price is $687.20. So that is the price that the VL35 is going for on our website. Feel free to check it out. Highly recommend. This guy is a really good fridge. The VL series are very solid. They're pretty inconspicuous and pretty low profile, so you can kind of just slot them in either on a slide, or you can kind of just set it into any pocket of space you've got remaining, and this guy will work seamlessly with the with whatever setup you've got going on for yourself. And as for moving on to the next fridge, we're going to be talking about the APL55. I'm gonna go ahead and bring that guy out real quick. It's a bit heavy. There we go. This guy's a little bit on the heavier side. I think the item weight of this is about 57 pounds. So it's going to be on the little bit heavier, bulkier side. It is the APL 55, so as in the name, it is a 55-liter fridge offering a single zone function as well as a dual zone function. So that means you can run this guy on one side freezing and one side cooling, or you can run both sides on either freezing or cooling. And this guy over here, we've got going on our website for 10% off MSRP. So that means that the discounted price will be $539.10. This fridge has got a whole lot of features, significantly more than all the fridges that I see in the lineup here. The APL 55 does come jam-packed with a bunch of characteristics that make it very unique. First thing to start off, we're just going to move on to the exterior, and then we're going to talk about the interior of the fridge. So going on to just looking at the fridge, you're going to see that it offers a stainless steel finish on the entirety of the fridge, so on the lid, the body, and then just all throughout. We've got vents and everything, all just built with stainless steel, and just kind of offers that rigidity, reflectiveness to any temperature of sort, as well as a very aesthetic design. As like I said, ICECO strives to be a premium brand, so we are huge believers in developing fridges that are higher quality, utilizes alloys, metals, and just kind of provide a very upscale and more premium design look and function for my overlanders, off-roaders, or just general users of the fridges out there. So that's the benefit of going with an ICECO that we offer. Is just we really strive for premium products as well as premium customer service, which is why I'm here. I'm here to provide the best possible customer service to you guys. The moment you guys call, or that case comes right to me, I'm calling you right away. I'm talking to you. We're going to be troubleshooting, and we're going to get that fridge sorted out for you, because we want to make sure that you're going to be getting good customer service, good support, and then at the end of the day, hopefully you walk away with a repaired fridge or some sort of agreement that we'll come to. So moving back onto subject here with the exterior of the fridge. Like again, the stainless steel exterior. It's going to have a bit of corner pieces wrapped in plastic. That's just to help with movement in your rig or outside. If you're bumping into items, it kind of protects from scratching that stainless steel or denting it. And then we've got a single directional lid, so it's only going to open up this way. And then you're going to notice that this guy does have a soft close feature, so it's moving very slowly. And no matter how hard you try to slam this thing, it will still soft close. So it just makes it easy when you're reaching in for items, and you let it go. You can just grab it and go. I know it'll just close automatically. So that's very cool. Just a very overall very rigid design. It's got two strong locking latches right here. You notice how tight that is. It's going to offer a very solid connection between the lid and the actual body of the fridge itself. So you're going to have a very solid seal on the entirety, kind of preventing from leaking any sort of temperature. Leaking any temperature. Yeah, like if you have it on freezing, then it kind of maintains that temperature without the potential of leaking out. If you're cooling and what, because when you open the fridge, you're letting all the cold ambient temperature just out, and then you notice, you look on your display, it's gone by like, a couple degrees, and then it's got to go back to that set temperature again. It just gives you the benefit that your fridge is sealed entirely, and it's going to be operating at that desired temperature without any issues whatsoever. So yeah, and then you've got the spring-loaded handles too. So you notice that when you lift it up, it will go right back down to its natural position. And we've got the keyhole, the locking holes right here. So if you've got this fridge out and you take it outside, if you're going camping and you're in a pretty dense area with a lot of campers and like local campsites, you've got the ability to lock the entirety of the fridge itself. And just give me one second, guys. Give me one second.
Hello. Can you go around back real quick?
Yeah, just get to the left?
Yeah, we have it back right.
Okay.
Thank you. Alrighty, sorry about that, guys. I just had a little visitor on the front. So going back to the subject APL 55, I did see the comments there when you guys did say that the APL 55 is the best, hands down. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. I personally run this fridge in the back of my truck. I've got a first gen Tundra, and I usually take this guy out into the bed outside on the back of my truck, and I would take it. One time I took it over down to Pismo Beach. If you don't know where that is, that's up by NorCal area. If you're heading towards where like Monterey is, it's a very popular beach. It's actually, I think it's one of the only beaches, public beaches that you can drive on in California. So it's really cool that you could bring your rig vehicle on there. I took my truck out to the dunes, whole lot of fun. Definitely recommend you guys go check it out. But I was running this fridge the entire way through the road trip. I had this thing set to max, connected to a PB1000, and worked flawlessly. That was during the mid-July, August time, so we were getting a little bit of a temperature spikes there, a little bit of heat waves going on, and even with very hot ambient temperatures, the fridge still worked flawlessly without any problems. And I do have to say, coming from someone who works in tech support and working with the fridges themselves, kind of doing diagnostics, I rarely ever see anyone complain about the functionality of the fridge or the reliability of this thing. If you're looking for a reliable fridge that will not fail you, this is the guy I would recommend. It's got a built-in supercomputer, it's got a whole bunch of cool functions, it's got a lot to offer for the price that you pay for an APL 55. It's just you get the 55 liter, if you're looking for something a little bit bigger, then you maybe want to move over to like a VL90 or something, or VL75, then those would be the bigger ones. But if you're looking for the best all-rounder, this would be the guy I'd recommend. This guy has yet to fail me, and I probably will say it's probably never gonna fail me, just because of how much of a believer I am. You guys can quote me on it too. I would say the APL 55 is one of the best, most reliable fridges that we've got, and a very all-round solid fridge that I would 10 out of 10 recommend to all of my guys out there. Any of the viewers, if you guys are watching, I highly recommend you check it out. Look at the website. Just look at the discounts. We got a bunch of discounts going on for Halloween for these guys. You're gonna notice there's gonna be a little bit of fluctuation in prices. Once you notice that this guy's on a good discount or sale, pick one up. Highly recommend. Just having a fridge and an ICECO fridge just makes your life a whole lot easier. You don't have to worry about ice. Don't have to worry about going to the shop to pick up bags of ice if you're filling up a larger cooler, and you don't have to worry about your ice melting on you when you're taking it out to go camping. You just plug this into an external battery pack for your car, or just like a rig you've got, and it'll work flawlessly. So great fridge. I'm still talking about the exterior. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I gotta go back to this. LCD display. So it's got electronic LCD display on the fridge. Allows you to adjust the temperature on both sides. Same thing, you can adjust your battery protection mode. You can either do low, medium, or high. Same thing I talked about. It's just, you know, for adjusting the level of protection based off of the current that you're receiving. And then the cool thing about the fridge, it does offer ambient lighting on the outside, which is one of the only, actually is the only fridge that we have that offers ambient lighting on the exterior of the fridge. So if you've got this thing set on a table, or you got in a rig in the back on a slide, and you know you're in the dark trying to look around, trying to look for items, and you just can't see where you're looking. This guy, if you just turn it on, it's already plugged in. Plug it in at night, you'll kind of get a good general lighting of where you're working and kind of see what you're doing. So it's just the cool thing is you got a little feature we've added, which is, you know, ambient lighting on the outside. Because why not? You know, we'll just add a little lamp and you know, kind of give you a benefit of looking around and kind of know what you're doing when you're working around in the dark. Because I'm a huge camper myself. I go camping a lot, and I've always had those moments where I'm in the dark and I get to the campsite pretty late, and I'm trying to set up camp and I can't see what I'm doing, and I just can't see it. Like, I just got one headlamp, just don't have enough ambient lighting. Then, you know, the fridge kind of gives you an added feature of running a light and kind of see what you're doing in the dark. And yeah, so, and then you've got, like, you know, analog buttons to kind of adjust your temperature. So you see right here. It's got a very nice sound to it. The cool thing about the APL series is that the temperature ranges you can set the fridge from is from 68 all the way to -4. So not just 0 degrees, -4. The APL series is the only series of the fridge that we can have a set temperature range below 0 at the moment. So the APL 55 can reach even lower temperatures than you know, all the other traditional fridges that we've got going on our lineup here. So that means that if you're really looking for something to stay frozen and you want it to be really frozen, and you can set your temperature to -4 and keep it that way, if that's you know, your desired temperature you're looking for. So, like, you know, frozen steak, produce, or ice cream in general, you kind of get the benefit of the doubt that you get to freeze this thing to negative temperatures and keep it that way. Yeah, and then going on to the ports and outlets, we've got one AC on the front side, and then we've got the DC on the front side as well, and then we've got USB connection as well, right over here, 2 USB ports, and then going on to the back side, we've got a DC plug-in and a USB plug-in, where I've got the one and only PB250 connected into the back. And the cool thing is that since it is stainless steel, generally it's not magnetic. So unfortunately, you won't be able to stick, you know, your phone or any magnetic devices to the outside. But we took that into account by adding a magnetic plate on the back of the APL 55. So if you have a PB250, this will perfectly fit into the back. That's a cool little package for the APL 55. So you get to run that guy DC through the back and have your fridge operate to your set temperatures. So that's enough of the exterior of the fridge. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the interior. Like I said, at first it was, you know, you have the ability to do single zone and dual zone, and that is because of this large center divider we've got going on right here. This guy, you could pull off, you know, enable yourself to add bigger, larger items into the fridge, and then set the entirety of the fridge either to freezing or refrigeration. And yeah, you can take this guy off, put it back in, and it'll work totally fine. We've got 2 LED lights on the inside of the fridge. So again, if you're working in the dark, you're trying to, you know, scramble looking for food to make for dinner, you've got plenty of lighting on the inside to kind of see what you're doing. And also, we've got a cool little table line on the inside of the fridge with the recommended set temperatures that you can, you know, set water, drinks, meat, seafood, and etc. to whatever temperature is what we would recommend. Like a cool little reference, cool little table for reference. You know, just like a, you know, a little Easter egg. One thing I was going to bring up is that the APL 55 does have a auto beeping feature, if you leave the fridge open and if you're freezing items, it'll actually bug you to close the fridge. You can see right here, it is actually telling me to close the fridge. So yeah, like I said, it's got this cool little built-in computer that kind of like monitor the internal temperatures as well as what is going on the outside of the fridge. And then going on to the baskets we have to offer, we've got one very large wide surface area basket right here, and then we've got 3 long skinny baskets, one right here for the refrigeration side, and then we've got 2 little short skinny baskets for the freezer side. So it just kind of gives you more items to stack on top of each other. You can also take these out and run it however you like. I just run it with the baskets because, you know, it's just nice to be able to stack items that way. Or you guys can just take it off and run it. Like, you know, if you have a lot of items, you could take off the baskets and run them that way too. So, also, it does feature drain plug on the fridge as well. So you've got this pull-out drain plug. If you drop any, water, it's got condensation building up the inside, or just any spill in general, you've got drain plug where you can just pull it off, run some water on the inside, and it'll all drain through the bottom. So this cool little feature. You don't have to tip the entire thing over to try and clean it. So another cool feature. One of my favorites, soft close feature. It's a characteristic unique to this fridge itself. So I gotta say it's very nice. And then a few other things I didn't mention about the fridge is that it does have a ICECO compressor, which is a German compressor that offers a very stable top of the line performance for cooling. That is what gives you the benefit of reaching the -4 degrees, because it's got a beefy ICECO compressor that we've got in this fridge over here. And like I said, it's one of the most reliable, most high performing compressors that we've got featured in this fridge over here. So very, very solid fridge. And the internals that we've added into this fridge has just kind of been fine-tuned with each other to kind of work in a very seamless and very convenient way for you guys. So, and then just in general, we've got 1-year warranty on the entirety of the fridge. So if you damage any external pieces, latches, hinges, corner pieces, anything like, this external cosmetic, if you get like a massive dent in it, we'll offer a warranty for 1 year of the fridge. So basically, you didn't like the way it came out, after the first year, and you've got like some severe external damage, then we'll actually warranty out for you and we'll send you a brand new replacement. And then we've got a 5-year warranty on the compressor itself. So that means if you've had this fridge for maybe 2-3 years and it stopped cooling suddenly, by some freak incident, it stopped cooling, and you set the temperatures to -0 is what we recommend for a benchmark test to kind of see if it's cooling or not. And you set it to those temperatures and it's not cooling, not reaching the set temperature that you want. You call customer support, tell them that it's not cooling, and basically that case will get pushed over to me, and that's when I'll be talking over to you, and then we will actually send out a replacement fridge for you too, if we kind of diagnose it and find out that it really is the compressor or the freon lines that is probably causing it from not cooling entirely. So yeah, it's very rare that happens. There's a reason why it's a 5-year warranty and not just like a 1 or 2 year warranty that some of our competitors may offer. We offer a 5-year warranty because we're most certainly confident in the performance capabilities of our fridge as well as the reliability of the fridge. Like I mentioned before, APL 55, this guy I never see any complaints about. Never seen it. Like if it is, it's like something simple like the sensor that's got condensation or dust built up into it and it's not reading correctly. Like literally this fridge is one of the most reliable fridges. I never see any complaints. The stats would probably prove me to be correct that the APL 55 is probably one of our most reliable lineup of fridges that we've got going on for the whole brand. And yeah, that's why I'm here today, providing it as a recommendation, because I want you guys to experience that form of reliability, that form of the ability to count on your fridge to do what you want it to, especially in those crucial moments when you're out there camping. Because I know when a lot of you I'm outdoorsy myself, very adventurous, love going out, and there's been a lot of scenarios if you're tight on power or you're tight on food, and I personally been in those situations too. I'm a really big fan of a little bit on the more extreme side of camping and backpacking. I've done a lot of backpacking in my life, and I can most certainly agree with a lot of you guys over there that might have encountered a very crucial situation where you're kind of relying on scraps of food, or you're kind of dependent on refrigeration. If you've got produce and you're going out with your family, and you want to guarantee that your food will not spoil when you're camping, then refrigeration is the way to go. Because one, you can monitor your temperature and you can make sure that it is at a safe temperature for consumption. Because that's one thing as well. If you've got it in a conventional cooler with ice, if that ice freezes over, next thing you know, you've got all of your food completely sogged in water, and you're fishing through it, trying to grab it. I've been there myself. I've been using conventional coolers for quite a while, up until the point I discovered ICECO, and I was like, wow, this is so convenient. This is so helpful. And for those campers for my campers out there, if you guys are looking for something a little more convenient and easier to use without having to fill up on ice, then this guy right here, it's such a luxury to have, and most certainly a big recommendation to all my folks out there. It's just a fridge. That having a fridge is significantly better than the conventional cooler, because you're fishing through it, you're trying to grab the food. I pull up my condiments and there's just drenching water. It's like at that point I've lost my appetite. Why do I want to eat if I'm pulling up my mustard and it's just completely just soaked in water? Or I got a loaf of bread that I was trying to cool, and the seal broke and then water got inside, now it's all soggy. Same goes for the open packages. So if you've got meat, like steak, bacon, any of those items, and you've opened it, you use maybe half of the bacon in that package and you close it up. If you put that in the cooler, it's gonna get soggy. It's happened to me so many times. At the end of the day of my camping, I'm throwing away food instead of putting it back in my fridge because it got all soggy and it's all wet, and at that point I won't even eat it anymore. It's completely soggy. So having a fridge allows you to kind of use half of those items and put them back in the fridge and then use them again. So what's that? You're saving yourself money by not ruining and spoiling your food. And you can guarantee that it's at that set temperature where it's safe for consumption too. So you're not, questioning yourself if you put any produce or items inside your cooler, and you don't know what temperature it's at, whether if it's safe to consume or not. So a lot of those food items like eggs or any other milk or dairy products that require such a very specific temperature range, you don't know if it's safe to eat, especially if you're very sensitive to dairy. Myself, I'm very particular about the milk or any dairy products I consume, so it's like having a fridge gives you the guarantee that you kind of maintained it at that desired temperature. So that's one thing I can vouch for sure, is I've been using conventional coolers for such a long time until I found out that there were fridges like ICECO, and these fridges offer just a much more luxurious, much more convenient way of keeping food at your set temperatures, and most certainly will give you money savings down the line by not wasting all of the food that you've kind of kept in your coolers, the conventional coolers that you've got. So yes, it's cheaper, the coolers themselves, the conventional ones that use ice, but in the long run you're not going to be saving yourself money, but with all the food you'd be throwing away. And obviously it feels pretty weird to throw away food that seemed almost perfectly fine when you first bought it, and then it's got all ruined by being soggy in the cooler. So it just feels weird, and just having a cooler just makes it so much easier from day-to-day use, whether if it's camping or just anything in general. You can always have a cooler, you can always count on it. This fridge right here, you can always guarantee that it will work for you without any problems, and I can vouch for that personally myself. If you guys got an APL 55 and it has problems, quote, you guys can come after me. I kid you not, you guys come after me. Don't actually, but I can guarantee that the reliability of this fridge is something that you could 100% depend on, and is something that I recommend that you guys check out on our Amazon or our ICECO official website. If you check it on over there, you'll see that we've got a bunch of cool discounts going on for the guy. And then that's enough of me talking about the fridge and preaching about, you know, my life stories of the times I've had to use conventional ice cube coolers. I'm actually going to move on to the PB250, which we've got right over here attached to the side of the APL55. This guy, 250 watt. For a VL35, you can run it on eco mode for maybe about 8 to 10 hours. Just a small one right here. This is a 250 watt, 8 to 10 hours of independent cooling for a 35 liter cooler that we've got on the side right here. So this guy is going to run you about $100 on our website. If you look at the MSRP, this thing is actually over 200, I believe. I think it's 250 if you guys want to check it out. 250 bucks. So we've actually got this thing on a massive sale. Let me actually just check to confirm for you guys so I'm not spreading false information. Let me just let me go check. But yeah, PB250, it's a 250 watt, very small, lightweight, and compact. And it's like, you know, it's a very solid battery pack that I usually recommend everyone to grab if you're getting an ICECO fridge too. We offer a lot of bundle packages too. So if you're not just shopping for a fridge, you're looking for a setup, maybe like an independent battery pack right here and a slide or a cover, you'll see that we've got these like bundled packages at a significant discount than just buying each of them individually. So that kind of gives you a good reason to buy multiple items at the same time, because the savings you'll get out of it is going to be a whole lot more than traditionally just what was I gonna say? They're traditionally lost in the train of thought. Happens. But yeah, then just traditionally buying each of the items individually. So, and I'm going to go ahead and look at this price real quick to verify for you guys. Yes, that's correct. So the original price was $269 on our website. The now price is $109. That's more than half off. So if you're looking for a small, lightweight, portable battery pack, then this guy right here would be the one for you. And if also, if you are looking to pick up an APL55, one thing I was going to bring up that I've got myself a solar panel, an ICECO solar panel with a cool little built-in storage pack. This guy has locking tabs that come with it. You're going to see that we've got these little O-rings on the side right here, these little holes that you can hang it. So what it pretty much is, you're going to take these tabs that come built in with the fridge. So it's going to be like this, I believe. No, it's going to be like this. I'm sorry. Getting it wrong. There, it's going to be like these little tabs, and then it's going to be angled like so, running on the side, and then it's going to be wired directly into a battery pack that you've got going on, whether if it's the PB1000. Usually that's the one I would recommend if you're going to get the solar panel, or you can run it to the PB250 that I got right here and run that 250 right into the fridge. So now you've got yourself a circuit for running like a little cycle where you can keep your fridge on for as long as possible. So you basically improve the amount of powering to that fridge that you could possibly do. So, and if you check our website, we've actually got the PB250 and the solar panel going for $249. You want to know what the original price was with those bundled? $408. So that's almost half off. So if you're already in market for a solar panel and a battery pack, that would be the recommendation right there. Again, guys, bundled items you get discounts on, and that is the incentive for you guys to just purchase a couple items at once, because you just get significantly more savings if you're already in the market for additional accessories that we have to offer. And then with the fridge as well, 100% recommend APL55, very solid. Paired with the PB250, you've got yourself a unit. Nothing can stop you at that point. Not even, nothing. The PB250 and the APL55, you're set. That's all I can say. You're absolutely set. And then we're gonna just go ahead and close the offer today. I appreciate everyone who comes out to these live streams. We kind of started doing them a couple weeks ago, and then now we're going to be picking up on the live streams on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. We're going to do Tuesdays and Thursdays on Amazon Live, if you want to check us out. And then on the Wednesdays, we're going to do YouTube right down here. And I highly recommend, you stop by. We're going to get our system dialed up. We're going to do a lot of activities, going to do a lot of previews. And then we're in the season for a whole lot of discounts. We've got Halloween, we've got Christmas coming up, we've got the holidays. We've just got a whole lot of potential discounts. Thanksgiving as well, Black Friday. We've got tons of sales coming up in the future. So if you're looking to buy a fridge, now is the time, because this is when they're going to be cheaper. This is when they're going to be more affordable, and this is when you're going to want to pick up that fridge, and you're going to want to take it out with you, and you're going to want to use that. And if you didn't buy a fridge, you're going to be sitting at home with your conventional ice cube cooler fridge, wondering why you didn't buy one of the coolest fridges that on the market right here, the ICECO fridge that we have to offer. So I highly recommend that you guys check it out. Feel free to ask me any questions in the YouTube comments. You're gonna see me on camera 3 times a week now, for whenever, just gonna do it consistently. And hopefully I provide good entertainment, and most certainly, some of you guys may know me. I provide one of the very phenomenal customer service. One thing, my motto is that if you guys have a problem with the fridge, your problem is my problem. So if you're mad about the fridge, I'm just as mad about the fridge as you are. If you're mad about certain aspects of what we do and the fridge itself, I'm just as mad as well. Your problem is mine. And I tend to make it my utmost priority to provide the best customer services possible, the best responses, the quickest responses, and I want to get back to every single one of you guys if I can, about any problems or concerns about the fridge, because I want to provide a very utmost proper customer support and premium products, premium customer support. That's basically the end goal of ICECO, and sooner or later our goal is to kind of blow up and have more exposure in the market itself. Some of you guys on the West Coast or East Coast, you're going to see us, some of you guys may have seen us from all of the offline events or shows that we attend, and you're probably going to see us even more in the future now with all the additional shows that we're going to be going to. So feel free to stop by our booth, say hi. We do lots of giveaways. We do lots of, we give away little free products too, and feel free to interact with us, ask questions about the fridge. You'll probably see myself there. I do a lot of troubleshooting and tech support about the fridge. So if you got questions about the functionality, if you're running a system, I know a lot of you guys are running a very intricate powering system. You're not using very conventional ICECO systems. You've got maybe several battery packs hooked up to a large scale solar panel, and that's kind of your battery, your system for charging and powering a lot of the accessories that you've got going on in your rig or setup. Typically, that requires a lot more in-depth troubleshooting to kind of figure out how the fridge is responding to that kind of power, because typically the fridges are big fans of filtered power instead of unfiltered power, so you got to run it through like a mini transformer. It's a bunch of things to go over, but overall, solid fridges, very good. 10 out of 10 recommend. Thank you to everyone who comes out. Thank you to everyone who says hi or interacts in the comments. Really appreciate the engagement and interaction we get here. Typically, we'll have all the links down below as well concerning the fridges and the discounts we got going on for them. And if you want, you just search up on our website as well and kind of see what we got going on for the discounts for Halloween kind of coming up pretty soon. So yeah, so that's going to be pretty much for it for today's live stream. You guys are going to see me next week, and yeah, thank you for everyone, and happy holidays.